Welcome to Boxonic, the home of raw truth and real boxing drama. Today, we're diving into the explosive build-up to Davis vs. Roach 2, and trust us, it's personal this time.
AB is really out there training with Gervonta Davis's team, man. That makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Adrien Broner has officially joined Gervonta Tank Davis in training camp as the hype heats up for the fiery August rematch. With Lamont Roach, the tension is off the charts. Both fighters are going at it online, trading savage insults and making things deeply personal, but Tank's not playing around this time. He's switched gears, completely new coaches, brutal sparring partners, and now Broner, whose presence alone adds a whole new level of intensity. After that controversial draw, Davis is dead set on making a statement this time. Roach isn't stealing the spotlight.
Post is trying to let the world know he's going to be a completely different fighter. And as you see here, he's posting his black Nike boots. Now, technically, we usually say when you have Nike Air Force Ones, the black ones, that means some sort of bad energy. You're going to bring it. It's a thugging thing. And he's showing the Nike boots and saying it's time. He's going underground.
Tank knows exactly how razor close their first fight was, and he's not taking any chances. He's doubling down, bringing back trusted trainer Calvin Ford while blending in fresh voices and new strategies. Everything's sharper: his cardio, his timing, his mindset. He's refining his counterpunching, and he's cranked up the difficulty with sparring partners who mimic Roach's pressure and unpredictability. These guys bring speed and chaos, forcing Davis to adapt constantly. He's training like a man on a mission, with every piece of the camp designed to erase any doubts. With Adrien Broner now in the mix, Davis gets more than just extra rounds. He gains real experience from someone who's been in boxing's biggest moments. Broner knows what it takes to survive the spotlight, to thrive under pressure, and he's passing that knowledge on. It's not just about drills, it's about mentality. He's pushing Tank to stay locked in, tuned out from the distractions. The sessions are going down in West Palm Beach, with Coach Kevin Cunningham guiding this high-energy duo. For Davis, this could be the exact spark he needs to hit another gear.
But I think Tank can pull out the victory.
Do you think Tank has more to prove because of what everybody was saying about him? That he did take a knee, that it should have been counted as a knockdown, he should have lost that fight. Do you think Tank has more to prove?
No, I don't think he got what to prove. What he proving? He ain't lose.
Good.
Yeah, he ain't
Anything
lose.
else you got to say to the fans?
Nah.
All right, man. Thank you, Darrell.
This rematch was never going to be tame, but just days ago, the trash talk exploded. Lamont Roach lit up social media, venting about the hate he's been getting. Then Tank clapped back fast and vicious. It can get bad for you inside, and outside, keep faking. The tweet was short but threatening. It wasn't just trash talk, it was a warning. Davis made it crystal clear. Whatever mutual respect existed before, it's officially gone. This is no longer just a fight. Personal.
You call a heavy-handed fighter, but Jason, if you watch this fight, you will see a guy that's very slick, who's very confident. And this is the dynamic that I think all of us did not take enough account into. Tank is from the DC, Baltimore area, as is Lamont Roach. They have sparred together. They've had amateur bouts together. And when I spoke to Lamont, when there were rumors about this bout, he told me flat out, he goes, Steve.
Things really got messy when a fan jumped in, reminding Davis of his past promises. You said that last time, give that man his 1-0 okay. Tank didn't hesitate. He not getting anything. Tell him to come take it. Though the tweet vanished. Shortly after, it exposed the fire fueling Davis. Roach wasn't quiet either. He fired back hard, accusing Tank of acting like a child, still tweeting and deleting like a baby. The shots were subtle, but the meaning wasn't. Roach isn't. Scared, he never was. Tank, clearly fed up, hit back one last time, then wiped his account clean. You should have been on that instead of chasing 250K. What are you waiting for? This bag is bigger. That's what Tank fired off, clearly frustrated. Roach didn't bite. He just replied, "What's up with you, little bro?" Short, but cutting. The tension isn't just surface evil. It runs deep. There's history here. Old beef, and for Tank, that draw still stings. He's a guy used to dominating, ending fights with style. hearing Roach's name linked to a majority. Draw is like salt in the wound. And now, with the boxing world watching, opinions are flying in from all angles.
If I don't win convincingly, if I don't knock him out, or if I don't beat it out of him, they not gonna give it to me. Tank, no, I can't go another 12 again. Cause they gonna really say I have been exposed. That's one of the famous words. He's exposed. He exposed them. You know what I mean? That's what I say now. So Tank not trying to hear that neither. So Tank gonna be looking to really go in there, seek and destroy. But Lamont gonna be on the same.
Frank Martin, who fought Davis before Roach ever did, finally broke his silence in a June 9th interview with Fight Hype. He kept it real, calling the first Davis-Roach bout a true battle. Roach came in and fought the best fight he could fight. Martin said, he came with his agami, and I feel like Tank didn't underestimate him. It was more like, we got history. I know what he likes. That comment hinted at something deeper. A familiarity that may have bred a little too much comfort for Tank.
I feel like the relationship that they got, or they had, as far as coming up together and kind of knowing the same people, working with the same people, it kind of was more of the fight was more of like I feel like so Roach came out and fought his best fight that he could possibly fight, right? Against Tank. He came out with his A game, boom. And I feel like Tank came in that fight not underestimating Roach, but
Martin made a key observation. While Davis didn't overlook Roach, he didn't attack with his usual fire either. He fought relaxed, to chill, like he wasn't really trying to finish it. Martin pointed out, and that's rare for Tank. Normally, he's a sniper, calculating, explosive, and dangerous. But this time, he looked too calm. Maybe the personal backstory made him feel too in control. Or maybe Roach's style and refusal to fold really knocked him off rhythm. Either way, it wasn't the same Tank we're used to seeing.
Do you think he wins that rematch with Lamont Roach?
I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. I don't know, honestly. I really don't know.
Does a lot of it hinge on Gervonta and like which version he shows up with? And no disrespect to Roach, but you know what I mean.
No, that is disrespect for the Roach, and like y'all fight fans gotta realize.
When asked about the rematch, Martin didn't flinch. It's gonna be a good fight, but I think Tank gets him out of there this time. He acknowledged the knockdown and all the drama, but his message was clear: Tank's not making the same mistake again. This August 16th showdown in Vegas isn't just a rematch, it's redemption. Tank took that draw personally. And with his camp now overloaded with sparring, intensity, and voices like Broner's, everything points to a man out, to erase all doubt.
And a fucking packed house, fight everybody want to see.
Do you think that Lamont can build on what he did rounds 8, round 9, round 10, and so on and so forth?
They ain't seen Lamont told y'all the first time he got a big bag. Y'all ain't seen half of that shit he got.
Okay. If you don't get the Gervonta Davis rematch, Shakur Stevenson has said that him and Lamont talk.
But Roach isn't coming in as an underdog, hoping for a miracle. He's coming in as a man with something to prove. He knows fans expected him to fold last time. They thought it'd be a quick night, but he shocked everyone, delivering grit, fire, and stamina. Now he's coming in with even more belief. You can hear it in every tweet, every jab he throws online. He's not backing down. He truly thinks he can beat Tank. And now, he believes the world's going to see it too.
And it was something probably Lamont and his team already knew, because they have a history with Gervonta Davis, and some of the things they've talked about to us and whatnot is Gervonta had natural God-given talent. He had natural blazing speed, twitch muscles, and power. Lamont didn't have that God-given talent. But you know where they evened out the stakes? Because it was such a big difference, character and backbone. Lamont has a ton of character and backbone. Gervonta has none. So as soon as you push back on Gervonta...
We're looking at two fighters stepping into the ring with more than a win on their minds. They want to silence all doubt. Adrien Broner's presence in Davis's camp says it all. Team Tank is leaving no room for mistakes. This camp is tight, serious, and intense. Broner brings not just experience, but a unique pressure. He knows the highs and the lows of boxing. Tank isn't training like a superstar, he's training like a man with everything to lose. And that's a scary version of Davis. But don't count Roach out. He's training like a man who saw the gap hand, believes he can close it.
Choice but to give Lamont the rematch, based off how close the first fight was and how controversial it was. But I have so many questions heading into this highly anticipated rematch. Can Lamont Roach finish the job and get a W after a controversial scorecards that led to a draw. 2 judges favored the fight being in a draw. 1 favored Tank Davis winning that fight. But it was so controversial because in that 9th round, Gervonta Davis willingly took a knee after getting grease in his eye.
The build-up to August 16th is turning into one of the most emotionally charged events in recent boxing memory. Between the trash talk, deleted tweets, money drama, and swelling pride, this is more than just a fight. It's legacy versus legacy. Shocker, Stevenson was one of the first major names to jump into the conversation. And he didn't hesitate to back Roach, sending shockwaves through the boxing community.
Think one coming up with
I
Tank
hope he
and
don't
Roach.
fight Lamont, actually. Like, I hope he don't get in the ring with him again. Because at the end of the day, if he lose, it's just gonna look bad on the fight with me. So it's gonna look like somebody else already did it. I'm in
You want Tank to knock you out, yo? I want to fight Tank, and that's nice, but why do you want Tank to knock you out so bad? Like,
look, that sound good. That sound real good, but she's too little.
Too little.
I promise you.
I like Lamont in the rematch, Stevenson said, then doubled down. If Tank wants to win, he's got to be 100% and beyond. That's no casual endorsement. Shocker doesn't throw out praise lightly, especially not when Tank's involved. But he explained his pick. Roach has the tools to disrupt Tank's rhythm. In their first bout, Roach stayed composed, exposed flaws in Davis's timing, and made every moment count.
Roach giving him a tough fight. What do you
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
Did you think Lamont won the first fight? 154 and fight.
I asked 2 questions at the same time. I didn't even sit out his leg.
You really want to move up to 154 after this fight?
Yo, you know, I kind of said 154. I probably was stretching. I stretched at 154, but I'll fight him at 147. 147.
According to Stevenson, Roach boxed smart. He made Tank hesitate, something rare. And if he refines that approach, the edge could swing his way. He believes this rematch will come down to mental sharpness in the late rounds. Both fighters now know each other's tempo, strength, and flow. The element of surprise is gone. And for Tank, any slip in focus could cost him big. That's why Stevenson says this fight will be won or lost upstairs, not just in the ring.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon.
Roy Jones Jr. also added his take. And as always, it came with layers. He acknowledged Roach stunned the world before and could do it again. But he also said Tank's mindset will be different this time. New attitude, new motivation. Jones predicted a more dominant Davis, but not without caution. He said Tank won't underestimate Roach now, that respect changes everything. Jones thinks both men will start slow again, waiting, watching, but once Tank adjusts, he'll start breaking Roach down. Still, he warned, if Davis isn't locked in, Roach's timing could flip the script.
Say you fought
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night.
Tony Bellew didn't waste time with analysis. When asked about the rematch, he kept it short and raw. Tank doesn't, that's it. No fluff, no deep dive, just blunt belief in Davis. For Bellew, this isn't about footwork or game. It's about who hits harder, who bites down deeper. He's said it before. Davis is one of boxing's most lethal finishers, and in his eyes, Roach can box, but that won't carry him through 12 rounds.
Assess his power after being in there for 12.
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told y'all I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll.
Bellew believes Tank will come into this fight with a chip on his shoulder, and that's when he's most lethal. When people doubt him, he doesn't talk, he detonates, he said, and he's not the only one thinking that way. Fighters, who've shared the ring with pressure-heavy punchers agree. This fight won't be about who's slicker, it'll be about who breaks first under pressure.
On the end with somebody being on the canvas, in my opinion. But I think that Lamont Roach, I want to give a shout out to Lamont Roach for, putting up such a, amazing performance. We never seen anyone stand there toe-to-toe with Gervonta Tank Davis. We never seen anyone there throwing punches, power punches, at Tank Davis and not being knocked out.